welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. My name is Jess and I am a mama to two littles. I have an almost 3-year-old daughter, I can't believe it, and an almost 1.5-year-old son. So they are a 1.5 years apart. So I have two toddlers, yes, and we are getting ready to move. Finally, you guys, this has been about 2 years in the making. We have been thinking that we are about to move for about 2 years now, and now the time is finally here. We are going to be leaving this house in about 2.5 weeks. So it is a little bit bittersweet though, because I brought both of my babies home here. So we do have a lot of memories attached to this house, but I know that we are going to absolutely love this new adventure as a family, and we are going to make new wonderful memories wherever we end up. So we are excited, but at the same time, I'll probably cry when we leave this house. Like, let's be honest. So I am just so over the moon though. We actually were looking to buy a house, and I'll fill you guys in here in a little bit kind of with what this process looked like, but we originally were looking to buy. We thought we would rent this house out or turn it into an Airbnb, and this whole plan has kind of changed. So stay tuned. For today, I'm gonna be going ahead and making some boxes full of things to donate, sell, keep, and storage. So I already showed you guys these stickers on Instagram. I got these just off of Amazon. So thank you to my sweet friend who showed me something similar, and I ended up finding these. I thought they were bigger, they were bold, and the nice thing about these is that they are removable, but they also contain, as you can see, different bedrooms and bathrooms. They also contain stickers for the garage, laundry room, things that might be heavy or fragile, which I love. But then they also have stickers that include storage. So I will get into this in a little bit, but I wanted to have the storage option because where we are moving to, we are only going to be there temporarily. So I wanted to have some stuff in storage so that I knew which items I didn't have to actually unpack at our new place. And yes, check out my table, you guys. Like I said, two toddlers. I try to clean up after them right away, but you know, we're in moving mode. We're in survival mode right now. It's fine, it's fine. So yes, my house is a wreck, but I hope the stickers are going to help me get organized, at least for the move. It's funny because you would think we would be more prepared to move considering this has been kind of upcoming, we thought, for about 2 years. But because our plans have changed, because we've been kind of in a limbo state for so long, we just kind of put it on the back burner and we were like, oh, we're probably just gonna be in Florida forever. Just kidding. So we actually are staying in Florida. We are just moving to another area of Florida temporarily, and the reason for that is basically because we think that for my husband's job, things may change a little bit 6 to 7 months down the road. We can't really say exactly because nothing is set in stone, but just know that we're probably going to be going through this moving process again in about 6 to 7 months, maybe. Again, nothing guaranteed, but that is also the reason that we decided to just rent. We are actually moving into, drumroll please, an apartment. Yes, not exactly what we had thought, which is totally fine. We were originally planning on buying a house, and then when we found out that we may end up only being in this specific area for a shorter amount of time, we decided to rent. Then we went back to buying because we weren't finding anything. Then we went back to renting, and now we found an apartment that is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's in a good area, and so I actually know the area fairly well. So I think it's gonna be perfect. And yes, I have a lot of cleaning to do, you guys. Like, ooh, so much cleaning to do. But first I'm gonna focus on packing because, you know, dishes can wait for a little bit longer. I need to really get some packing and decluttering done so that we can get kind of situated to get out of this house. I'm going to need to stay hydrated during this process. And by the way, if you're new, go ahead and click that subscribe button if you like videos like this. I do put out a video every other week on Fridays, so I hope you guys enjoy. I will be sharing the entire moving process, giving you guys an apartment tour when we get in. So that's gonna be super exciting and something different for me. But in the meantime, let's get some water. Okay, so really quickly, I wanted to sit down, and by the way, if you don't have a Bubba cup like this that is 32 ounces, get one. If you are having trouble staying hydrated, this is literally the only cup that keeps me hydrated. I have tried every other water bottle and cup and everything under the sun that I thought would help me keep hydrated, and this is the one I always go back to. It's 32 ounces, so I can just drink 4 of these a day, and that's a gallon of water. That's what I always strive for. Don't always get it, but at least it's encouraging, and I know that I only have to drink 4 of these. That's how I look at it. But it's really easy to chug water out of this, and I just do plain filtered water. I don't do ice. It's a lot easier for me to drink that way throughout the day. So anyway, not sponsored, but I'll link it below because this is something that I've been using for years and I love it, love it. All right, so we do have some boxes here, and I'm going to go ahead and put things that we're going to keep, things that we're going to donate, things that we're going to sell, and then what was the other thing I'm going to do? Oh, things that are going to go in storage. So I actually need to have a fourth box because storage is going to be for the things that we are not keeping in our apartment. Okay, so my camera battery died and then my SD card filled up with space. So hopefully this is going to actually work. Third time's a charm, right? And check out this postpartum here, you guys. Like, can you guys see this? This is my regrowth. Since having 2 babies back to back, my postpartum hair loss was lovely and my regrowth has been even lovelier. So here you go. Ever wondered what happens postpartum with your hair? This, and my hair is actually curly now. The only reason it's straight is because I got it done today and my hairstylist straightened it for me. Normally it is a hot mess, but anyway, I wanted to show you guys this because you guys, it's growing. It's growing. I'm so excited. It's getting so long. Look at that. So funny. I also have a ton of little frizzy ones up here that give me a lovely halo, you know, so those are fun. But right now they look great because you can't see them and they're all tamed down because she flattened them. She's gonna, you know, tacked them down a little for me. But anyway, I wanted to quickly just chat with you guys and kind of share with you what is going on and kind of give you the rundown, but I do have to be a little bit careful with what I say only because we are a military family and you know, we have personally just decided not to share a lot about that here on my channel just for personal and safety reasons, just due to the nature of my husband's job. But what I will tell you is that we most likely will be moving again here later this year. I know. We have tossed around so many ideas. Do we just stay in this house? But we can't. We have to be in person for his current job. Should I stay here with the kids and then he just like rent a little apartment for himself temporarily? Should, you know, we move together as a family and just rent? Should we buy a house? Should I live with my mom? Should I live with his mom, with the kids? You know, so we have just tossed around all kinds of ideas and we have toured so many houses, both rentals and houses to purchase. And we actually ended up putting in 2 offers on some houses. Didn't get either of them. You guys, the market is so competitive right now. It is so competitive. I think the first house that we put an offer in, it was at the top of our budget. So we weren't really like pushing for that one just because we were like, well, if we get it, like it'll be fine. But we weren't like pushing to go over the offer or the asking price at all. But there were 15 offers on that house and we were like number 3 or something like that. So we were like, okay, that's fine. So we ended up putting an offer in on a second house. I thought for sure we would get it. We put in an amazing offer and it had been priced lower, which was awesome. And so we were like, oh, you know, we'll enclose the sunroom area and make it a playroom. And then we'll do this to the fireplace and all the things. We had it all planned out in our mind and we didn't get that one. And so I was like, man, but that's okay because God has a bigger plan and he has had a bigger plan for us this entire time. And that plan was to rent temporarily because we are not guaranteed with, you know, my husband's next moves, but we think that, you know, we're pretty confident in the fact that we will most likely be moving again here soon. So with that being said, we have trusted the process and we have decided to rent an apartment in a really good area. And again, we are familiar with this area. I don't know if I told you that already, but we are excited. You guys, my best friends live there. I'm so excited. Cannot wait to spend time with them and have them get to know the kids more. And even though we're going to be there, you know, a short period of time, it's going to be totally worth it. I cannot wait to catch up with everyone. So it's going to be awesome. And then, you know, when we are ready to move again, hopefully with all of that kind of lining up and falling into place how we hope it will, then it's going to be the perfect time to shop for a house where we can stay for a longer amount of time. So I am excited. I cannot wait to share with you guys this journey. This is something that we honestly did not expect. We were very confused for a long time. We were like, should we rent? Should we buy? We toured a ton of rental houses. We toured a ton of houses to buy. I drove out, you know, hours away to tour these homes and it just, nothing was lining up perfectly and that's totally fine. But, you know, when you're in the moment, it's a little, you know, it gives you a little bit of anxiety. But I just kept praying about it and I just kept saying like, you know, God, I know you have a plan for us. We're trusting the process, but it is easier said than done sometimes. I'm just so happy that we have a roof over our heads because we do have a buyer and they close on this house soon. So we needed to get our stuff out so that they can go ahead and move in. So anyway, super excited about that. And, you know, honestly, the buyers that are buying this house are like, wonderful. It's going to be such a good fit, I think. And the offer that they gave us is something that, you know, is going to alleviate stress for us. They're doing an as-is contract. So, you know, that just kind of takes a weight off of our shoulders as well. So I'm going to start in this linen closet that, as you can see, has all kinds of stuff in here. We have pillows, blankets, curtains, workout stuff. We have games and all kinds of just little things. So I'm going to start in here so that I can feel a little sense of accomplishment since it's a smaller task. So Chaz is out here right now, kind of taking some stuff apart, kind of going through things to see what we are keeping and what we're putting in the storage unit. So we have all kinds of things. We're loading up the car here. Some things are honestly still packed from when we moved here. That's so funny, kind of embarrassing, but real life. So anyway, we're gonna take some things to the storage unit as well. And then some stuff we want to go in our next house, but not necessarily in the apartment.
I'm put up with changes. Come pick me up cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by.
All right, so right now we have board games. So everything in the box right now are things that we are keeping, but not keeping out at the apartment. The only games that we really play are utter nonsense, which this one is inappropriate, but hilarious. So you have to play this with the right group of people. And then I'm also keeping out one of our card packs with some dice, and then the game Gestures. We play that with family a lot when we get together. The other ones we play occasionally, but also we usually get games for holidays from people as gifts, and then we also have, you know, people bring games over, so we can just do that for a while until we're settled in our house. The rest of the stuff is more like workout stuff. And so we actually have a gym at the apartment complex, and we are also going to get a Peloton, which I'm so stoked about. So we are going to have some other options. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and pack these up, and I may keep out, let's see. No, I'm just not going to keep out most of these items. I know. Working out at home. If for some reason I need them, though, we will have a unit close by so that we can just go ahead and pull stuff if we need it. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and pack it up just in case we don't end up using this. So we have a lot of linens that I need to go through, and then this pile over here is for donations. And by the way, that's a neck stretcher. It's supposed to relieve tension on your neck. I have one that works a little bit better. But this is going to be stuff that we're keeping, but not keeping in the apartment. So games, additional workout stuff, and then there's like a little beach thing in there as well, like a beach blanket. And then for these, I feel like I need a vacuum seal bag to squish these down, but I honestly just want to get it packed up, so I think I'm just going to try to squish those. I may actually end up turning them so that I can stack them on top and kind of squish them down a little bit to really utilize my space better, because I don't think I'm going to go get a vacuum seal bag because, you know, maybe I should, but I'm just on a roll now. So anyway, I think I'm going to do that. So I just need to kind of go through these linens. Most of these are curtains, to be honest. So the gold ones I definitely want to keep, and then the gray ones I really like too. A lot of these are the 96-inch, which I love. And I know that our apartment has 9-foot ceilings, so those are pretty tall. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to those.
I just see her face wherever I look. She's standing in the crowd. So let go, I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, let a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. Cause I just wanna see the light. I'm so sick of waiting and getting too restless to be in this dusty town.
Okay, so this closet is almost completely empty now, and there's just a few things at the bottom that I'm going to wait on. So these books are going to be packed probably with all of our other books. I'm gonna go ahead and pull those out here in a moment. And then we do have some dumbbells down here. I'm gonna let Chaz get those. And then this is actually a beach picnic basket, or I guess that's what we used it for. I guess it's not specifically for the beach, but we are gonna hold on to that in case we wanna go on a picnic or something. So actually, maybe we will take that in the apartment. I think I'm gonna put that in the apartment box. But this is what we have so far. By the way, we got these boxes from another family that had moved in. Our realtor actually got them for us. So we have things that we're gonna keep, but that we're not gonna use in the apartment, things that we're gonna keep and use in the apartment, and I did end up just leaving those pillows. It's fine. Then over here, we have things that I'm going to donate. So it's actually pretty late in the day already. I need to go get the kiddos, and then tomorrow morning, first thing bright and early, they actually do have daycare tomorrow, so I'm gonna use that day to tackle as much as I possibly can. Chaz has been working in the garage a lot. He has made 3 storage unit runs already, which is awesome. And then tomorrow we're gonna try to knock out as much as we can because Friday they don't have daycare on that day. And so we want to go ahead and get as much done as we can while they are in daycare, because when they are here at home with us, it's tougher. It's definitely tough. So we're probably not going to get a whole lot done when they're here. Plus, I just don't want them to see us packing everything up, to be honest. I don't want them to get sad. Jace won't mind. He doesn't, he doesn't care. But Eliana is at an age now where she may start to realize, like, oh, where's all of our stuff going? Which we have already started talking to her about the move and trying to prepare her for it. And she's been asking, can I take my bed to my new house? Can we take our toys to our new house? Of course, we are. And so I've been trying to kind of prepare her for that and just reassure her that yes, all of our stuff is coming to our new house. So even though she knows that we are taking all of our things with us and that nothing is staying here at this house, I think it's just nice to be able to pack up, on those daycare days so that when they're here, we can just focus on playing with them and being with them and just having a good day. But of course, because we are almost down to the wire now, we are still gonna have to do some things, but it's not gonna be as intense as it would be if it were just Chaz and I here. So tomorrow, it's go time. All right, so we're on day 2. I'm standing in our master bathroom, which is why it's super echoey right now. I'm gonna go ahead and start in here. I did put a poll on Instagram, and it's 50-50 as of right now between bathrooms and closets, but I figured I would go ahead and start in the bathroom because I can go ahead and at least declutter a lot of stuff and pack up a lot of the things that we have in here. Of course, if it's something that is being used, I'm not going to pack it up right now. I'm going to wait until we are actually moving, but there are some things in here that I can definitely declutter and get rid of, and then pack up the things that we are no longer using but that we are going to keep. So I'm going to start in here. We'll see how it goes. And I have switched a lot of products to more non-toxic products, which I will be doing an entire video on that because I have made a lot of changes recently. So I'm excited to share with you guys what those are. But for today, I'm gonna declutter and get rid of and purge all of those yucky, chemical-filled, toxic products that we used to use, or maybe we were gifted and didn't ever put to use. And I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those now so that those are out. We can start fresh and start clean. It is going to be a declutter and pack with me. As you can see, we still have some cleaning products that are not completely clean, but there are some things that Chaz wants to keep. So anyway, we're slowly making changes in that department, but there are some things that I can definitely get rid of and declutter, and that way we can go ahead and pack up at least some of the stuff that we know we're taking and keeping. Also, we've had this sign in here. We got this for our wedding from my aunt. So cute. And it's just so sweet, and it's a great reminder when we get up each morning. Also, I recently got this shampoo and conditioner that is a clean option off of Amazon. It's called Evolve. I have not used it yet, but once I do, I will be able to share with you guys how I liked that. I was using a brand called Onesta, and I decided to try this one this time around. Just to give you another quick sneak peek of something I've switched to, this deodorant from Vermont Soap Company. And this organic hairspray, it is non-aerosol. And you guys, I have been super picky with the products that I've been choosing, making sure that they are 100% clean or as clean as can be. I've been really paying attention to ingredients, and there are so many companies out there, you guys, that are greenwashing things that they claim to be natural that are not. So I have really been diving into ingredients a lot lately, and I have been loving this particular hairspray. Right, so a lot of these products I haven't used in so long. Most of them are honestly probably expired and empty. So as you can see, like this is something that is completely empty and it's still sitting in here. These are all empty. I know, don't ask me why I haven't gotten rid of them yet. I guess I have just been a little lazy. Can anyone relate? But I am going to go ahead and go through these, get rid of anything that is empty or expired or toxic, and I need to get rid of it. So anything else that I am keeping, I will go ahead and just put in a drawer, and that stuff that I'm actually using and keeping, I'm going to pack up on the day of moving. All right, so for example, this lip oil I've had for a little bit now. I actually got it as a gift, so I always feel bad getting rid of stuff that I get as a gift, especially if I'm like, ooh, that actually works really well. This is something that has vitamin E. It says nourishing with argan oil, or argan, however you say it. But when I look at the ingredients on the back, it has fragrance, and then it also has phenoxyethanol or phenoxyethanol. I'm not exactly sure exactly how to say it, but I do know that that is technically a safer preservative, but it's not actually safe. So I know it's caused issues in baby wipes with babies, and babies have been hospitalized because of it. So anyway, I choose to not use it if I see it on there. And so that has actually been something that I have really been noticing in a lot of other products, like other facial cleansers that I was using that I really loved. I was like, ooh, it has, you know, XYZ in it. And so I've really tried to move away from that, especially with all of the thyroid issues that I've had over this past year. I have been exposed to so many endocrine disruptors, and all of us are all the time, and we don't even know it, we don't even realize. And of course, you know, we can't escape all of those things because it's just, you know, some of them are environmental, which is totally understandable. But if I am looking at things that I personally am using and bringing into my home, then I want to make sure I'm making the best choice and the best conscious decision that I can for both me and my family and my own health. So I honestly, like, some of this stuff doesn't even have the ingredients on it, but like I have a hard time with this. This is a Beauty Counter vitamin C serum. It's actually almost gone, so I'm going to keep that and use it up. I haven't looked at the ingredients in that one, but you know, when you know better, you do better. But I'm not perfect at it yet, but I'm striving to kind of move in that direction. Okay, yes, so I'm totally turning into a crunchy mama. But another thing that I've been reading a lot about is razors. So razors, when they have the moisture strip, this is actually linked to cancer, because especially when you're like shaving your armpits and all of your delicate breast tissues are right there. As soon as that, whatever is in, I forget what's in the moisture strips, but as soon as that goes into your system and those open pores from you know, shaving, it goes straight into, you know, that tissue there. I am not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, so please just take this, you know, with a grain of salt, but just from my own personal reading, from my experience of what I've been personally reading and learning about this kind of stuff, it's very interesting. So again, I really like these razors, and I don't have a replacement razor yet. I'm looking into the leaf razor, but this is gonna be something that I'm gonna go ahead and use up, even though I know it's not good for me, I know, but I don't have another razor and I need to shave my legs and my pits, so there's that. But like this this is actually a baby shampoo, and this is not something that I want to use on my kids, which is why I've had it for like 2 years and it's been in here. So anyway, just trying to make better choices if I can. This does smell really good. All right, guys, so the hair is up now. I am getting into it. So now on to, oh my goodness, this is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. I haven't even looked in here. Oh, does anybody else's look like this? I know I'm not the only one. So I hardly ever even look down here because I don't use anything down here except for my oils. So I guess sometimes we use the little sinus rinse thing, but most of this stuff, you guys, we truly do not use. So I think, like, look at this, Gas X from my pregnancy. Those of you that are newer, I have an almost 18-month-old now, so that just goes to show how long it's been since I've been in those cabinets. They need some decluttering. So, oh my goodness, it's okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna feel so good once this is done. But basically what I did is I kept everything that I wanna go through and finish off here in the drawers, and then I'm getting rid of a lot. Donating, throwing away, recycling, you know, all the things. And so I'm just kind of trying to purge as much as I can. Pregnancy tests. Oh my goodness, I know these expire, so if these are getting close to being expired, we are not planning on having another little one soon. Let's see. Oh, they are both expired. A clear blue. This expired in 2020. All right, so I think I'm gonna actually wait on the linen closet just because there are cleaners in there, and I know that not all of them we are going to keep, but we do have bed sheets and hand towels and other things that we are actually going to use as well before we move. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep that closet as is for now, but the cabinets are starting to feel really good. I have a few more things to take care of down here, and then I need to run a section of this to the donation box once they are cleaned up a little bit. But there's a few things that I need to still take care of down here and over in the cabinets. Oh no, you guys, I broke the command strip. Oh no. All right, we're gonna have to find a solution. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here and go help my hubby with some laundry because we are super behind, and a lot of the clothes that we have that are too small for the little ones are kind of intermixed with all of our other clothes. I know. So we're gonna go ahead and do that together, and then I have to go get the kids, and then we will finish this tonight after they go to bed. And little by little, we are just gonna keep packing and decluttering and, you know, doing what we can in little pockets of our day while the kids are home. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much again for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.